back to my kitchen. You guys, we have roasted carrots because it brings out their natural sweetness. And then we have toasted pecans because it brings out the nuttiness of the pecans, okay? I have about 2 cups of roasted carrots and then about 1.5 cups of toasted pecans. So needless to say, we are making a carrot pound cake, and I'm going to use pineapple and pecans in my pound cake on today. And I'm excited for a couple of reasons. One, I really do enjoy carrot cake, but you guys have never made one before, so of course we're going to do this together. Now, of course, for it to be called a carrot cake, you've got to have carrots. But if by chance you don't like pineapple, you don't have to use it. If you don't like pecans, you don't have to use pecans. If you want to add coconut or raisins or whatever you want to add, walnuts, it's your carrot cake. If you want to make an adjustment in the seasonings that I'm going to use or the spices, it's your cake. It's whatever you like. But just make sure you have some carrots in your carrot cake, okay? And so I've done some tweaking to kind of come up with a recipe that I wanted to use. So we will be, of course, using my 3 cups of Swan's Down cake flour. We have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And then, let's see, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. You guys, I love nutmeg. I'm also adding 1/4 teaspoon of cloves and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Okay? Now the cloves, the ginger, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the salt, the baking powder, I've already added to my cake flour and I sifted it all together one time. Swan's Down comes pre-sifted already for you when you purchase this box. It's already pre-sifted. But once I add all that extra stuff, I like to sift just one more time. I have 3 cups of sugar. 1 cup is regular granulated sugar, and then I have 2 cups of light brown sugar. So in all, I have 3 cups of sugar. I have 5 eggs here that are large eggs that I've already cracked. Let's see, I'm going to be using 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese in the batter. I'm also going to do cream cheese with the glaze. It's room temperature as well. I'm using, for my pineapple, I have crushed pineapple in its own juice, and I have 1 cup here. And I do have a little bit of juice that's, you know, still in with the pineapple. I wasn't trying to totally, I drained just a little bit of it off, but not all of it. Let's see. I will be using pure vanilla extract, probably about 1 tablespoon of it. And I think I want to add just a little bits of my cream bouquet as well. I get so many questions about this. You guys, I purchased my cream bouquet from my local cake supplier that's here. There was a subscriber that said she found some off Amazon. I think there was another subscriber that said, was it Cake Supplies For You? I think something like that, where she found some on a site too where she could order. Okay, let's see. That's my oven. It's preheated to 325 degrees. Again, for the pecans, I actually used my, you saw me use my little Ninja to kind of chop up my pecans. I was getting ready to say pancakes. Would be nice to chop up my pecans. I didn't want the big whole pecan. And then roasting my carrots. I grated those until they got soft, because I didn't want crunchy carrots in my cake. So that's why I roasted them on 400 for about 20 minutes, and then the last few minutes I put my pecans in and roasted those. I mean toasted. Roasted the carrots, but toasted my pecans. I believe that is everything. Of course, I have thoroughly washed my hands. Do not, and I repeat, do not be in the kitchen with nasty hands, y'all, because that's just nasty. Okay? And let me say this to you guys. I am so behind on responding to your comments. I totally apologize. I have been so overwhelmed with trying to get these videos up every day and then editing. I'm just a one-woman show. I mean, well, my dude number one comes in at the end. But I do all of my editing. I do all the recording. I do all the responding. So I'm really behind. But I want you all to know that I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I'm trying my best to catch up, but it's like the further behind I get, the further behind I get, But I don't want you to feel like I'm just ignoring you all, because I'm not. I'm burning the midnight oil trying to get these videos done and edited. And I appreciate you all watching them so much. I appreciate you commenting. You guys are you all are the best. We are certainly on our road to 100,000 subscribers, and we are believing that we will be there by December the 31st, if not before. By midnight, December the 31st, if not before, okay? So thank you all. But let's get this cake mixed up. Y'all, I'm excited, because I'm going to get a slice of this one. I just am. But let's see how this experiment turns out. You guys, and I felt like I was forgetting something. I have my 3 sticks of unsalted, softened butter. I forgot to give you all that information. So I'm going to start adding this to my mixing bowl. And you guys, that's one thing as it pertains to my videos. I would advise you not to just skip ahead, because sometimes if I forget to share something in the beginning, or if I decide I want to do something or change something in the middle of my video or add something, I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. So just for example, I may want to add something else to my glaze that I did not mention, in addition to the cream cheese. But if you just, try to skip ahead, then you may miss some pertinent information, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Alright, so don't y'all be skipping ahead. Y'all look at the video. I try to give you step-by-step detailed instructions so that your cakes will be phenomenal, honey. Alright? Okay. So I've just added my 3 sticks of softened butter to my mixing bowl. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to turn it on just to start mixing up that butter. And then I'm going to slowly add my sugar. And we're going to cream the butter and the sugar, and this time the cream cheese. Okay? So we're going to add, as a matter of fact, I'm going to add the cream cheese with the butter right now. See, that's an example of what I'm talking about. See that right there? If you're used to watching me fix cakes, or if this is your first time, you may have just thought I was going to add the cream cheese later, but it's just that I forgot. So I'm glad I looked over there and remembered I need to add this cream cheese, because we're not doing milk this time. Okay, so I'm going to start by mixing up this cream cheese and butter and getting it incorporated. And that probably won't take no more than about 10-15 seconds or so. And then once I get that incorporated, I'm going to slowly start adding my sugar. And then once I get the sugar added, we're going to cream this butter, sugar, and cream cheese for about 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, I do set a timer. And then once that's done, I'll start adding my eggs one at a time. You'll see me add that first egg. You'll see me add that last egg. But remember, I've added 5 in all. So once we get that done, then we'll come back and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Now that we've creamed our butter, sugar, cream cheese, and added our 5 eggs, it's time for me to start alternating the dry and the wet ingredients. Now normally I would have milk or some sort of milk, but I don't today. We're just going to be using these pineapples. I like to go on and just add my extracts and flavorings to whatever liquid I'm adding to the batter. So I'm just going to go on and add a little bit of this pure vanilla. That's probably maybe about a tablespoon. And then a little bit of my cream bouquet. I'm just going to add in here as well. Okay, maybe about a teaspoon. Now you want to start with the dry ingredients, which is your flour, and you want to end with the dry ingredients. You also want to be mindful, this is the time that you do not want to over mix. You want to mix just enough to incorporate the flour, and in this case it's going to be the pineapples. But also, I think I'm going to go on and add my pecans and my roasted carrots. I'm just getting ready to dump them all in, okay? All right. So again, I'll start by just mixing this up just for a few seconds. Then I'm going to add some flour, and then you'll see me add some of this pineapple, and I'm just going to go back and forth with the flour and the pineapple, but I'm going to end with this flour, okay? Start with dry and end with dry. And I also failed to mention in the beginning, when I opened up this crushed pineapple can, I thoroughly washed off, like using dish detergent, washed off the top of the can. Guys, make sure you wipe off your cans, wash off your cans, because they are extremely nasty from being stored in warehouses and on trucks and brought into the store, and people's hands all over them. So make sure you always clean off all of your cans before you open them. Now I tasted my batter. So what you all just saw me do was I added another half teaspoon of cinnamon and a half teaspoon of nutmeg. I wanted more spice flavor in my cake. So that means I did a total of 3 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. So you guys, don't be afraid to taste your batter. You don't have to taste a lot, but just for those of you that have an issue with raw eggs, but just a little bit, especially if it's the first time that you've done a cake. And just taste it to see if you're tasting enough of the flavors or the spices that you want. Now be careful not to overdo it, because I do think that the flavors become more profound after the cake bakes. So, you know, do that if you feel comfortable doing that, in which I did, because I oftentimes do that. So, I guess I said all that to say, don't be afraid to taste it. Oh, taste and see that your cake batter is good, okay? All right. So now I've thoroughly sprayed my cake pan with Baker's Joy. You guys see I tried to lighten up yesterday just a little bit with the Baker's Joy for my buttered rum cake, but no, because that was the first time I had ever experienced any type of little sticking. So, honey, we sprayed her up good today. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now get your batter as even as you can. We hit it under the bottom to release the air bubbles. Now we're going in at 325 degrees. I bake my cakes on the very middle rack, so in the very middle of my oven, okay? 325, we're going to set this timer for an hour and 15 minutes. I'll probably check it after the first hour and 5 or 10 minutes, and if I need more time, I'll make that adjustment, or if it's time to take her out, then we'll do that too. We have about 15 minutes before the cake comes out. I'm going to go on and whip up this cream cheese glaze really quick. You guys, I do not measure. This was some cream cheese I had left from one pack, so it's about 2 ounces maybe. And then we're going to use about, because I want a thick glaze, you all, we're going to use about 4 ounces from this new package of cream cheese. I never use a mixer. I always do it by hand. And I like to just kind of mix it around a little bit before I add my powdered sugar. Okay, so now we're going to add some powdered sugar, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of my cream bouquet. And then I have a little bit of this pineapple juice that I'm going to add from the pineapples that we used. And you want to add just a little bit at a time, because once you get it in, you know, you can't get it out. Okay, so don't add too much at one time. And then we're just going to mix, mix, mix. And I like for it to be a little thick in the beginning, because it helps me get it smooth. Okay, if it's too loose, then it's hard to get it smooth. And we just whip, 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 whip. I also like to show this to you guys in real time, so you can see how quickly you can get a smooth glaze. See, this is why I say I'm a glaze girl. It doesn't take long at all. Okay? So there we have it. Cream cheese glaze. Just that quick. So again, the cake will be out in just a few minutes. Well, you guys, this cake baked exactly an hour and 15 minutes. So 1 hour and 15 minutes later. Oh. Look at that. So of course we have to cool. So we're going to cool for at least 10, 15 minutes or so. And then we'll flip it. That's pretty. You guys, I'm trying to decide. Normally I don't flip my cakes back over, but I'm trying to decide if I want to flip this one over. And I think I kind of do. For whatever reason, I want to see the top of this one. Let's see if we can do this without having a major catastrophe. Okay. Okay, I just got a little styrofoam plate and just so I could flip it back over because I want to, I think it's something about when I add, like I did the same thing for my sweet potato pound cake. I flipped it back over because I want to see the top of that this time for, I think I want to see the glaze down in the cracks and crevices of that cake. That's pretty. Okay, so of course she has to cool and then we'll glaze in a few minutes. Well, you guys, this is a thick glaze, so it's not going to pour like my other glazes do. I think I just heard my dude number 1 pull up. He's home early. Like I said, I wanted more of a thick glaze. You know, kind of a frosting glaze. I know I hear him. I did. I did. And I also set aside a few of the pecans to go on top. Baby.
Hey! Oh, what you got there?
How was your day? You had a good day?
I had a good day. I got off early.
I see you did.
Oh, just in time.
Just in time.
What you making? Let me taste it.
A cake. Let me let you taste it. Everybody know you gonna taste it.
That's right, everybody. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, everybody! How y'all doing?
Let me finish getting her glaze, and then we can taste it.
Get her glaze and
You
let's
have a good
taste
day
it.
today?
Yeah, I had a good day. I got off early. I get to come home and see my
know.
wife.
Why you get off early?
Girl, I said I'm gonna come home and see. I told the people I don't care. I'm going to see my doggone wife. Forget y'all.
There you go.
Okay, baby. It's just.
There you go.
Man, I was such a hard worker. They said, you know what? You.
Don't. Let me hear this story you give me to tell.
Well, they was like, you know, you are such a valid worker and valuable that we just please stay. I said, no, my wife. I want to be with my wife. I miss my wife. Yep, that's my story.
And you sticking to it?
I'm sticking to it. Places to go, things to do, people to see.
Carrot cake with pineapples and pecans. and a pineapple cream cheese glaze. It is time. It is time. Oh, I think I have you get one of those.
What are we looking for?
I have my orange on here. Get that little salsa right there. Get a little salsa. A little salsa.
Why you put it on the salsa?
So you can eat it off the sauce.
It don't last long.
I mean, what else am I supposed to put it on?
A plate. They get bigger if you put a plate.
A big plate?
Yeah.
Why you want it on a big plate?
Because then you get a bigger piece. And you look at the proportional size to the salsa, you just say, well, that's a big piece because it's on a little salsa. But if you get a...
You do not. That's some moist.
This is carrot. I can tell. This carrot. I see.
I said, I'm going to eat a piece of this, honey.
You eat a piece of all of them, babe.
I'm talking about like a whole slice.
Okay, so I can have my slice.
You get that. Oh, y'all, it's so moist.
Man, this look good. I gotta get some ice cream. I gotta go to the store and get some ice cream. You can't have cake without ice cream.
Ooh-wee. I'm getting all over my fingers. And yes, y'all, I'm licking my fingers. So for those of you that want to say something about me licking my fingers.
She got clean hands, so she
lick
can
my
lick her
fingers in my kitchen if I want to.
With her clean hands.
Thank you.
And mine clean.
Yeah.
So is that your piece or my piece?
I'm going to show it to them.
So you showing them my piece and your piece?
It's so moist, y'all. Y'all see all the carrots? Wait a minute. Carrots and the pecan.
So this is my piece? Hold on, wait a minute. Why are you finna dig in my piece?
I just want that corner. Just that corner.
What if I wanted that corner? Here, babe, you had this. I get my own piece.
Okay. Here.
This the spoon you had. I'm not gonna eat after you, Donna. Give me a kiss. I don't know what eating after.
Oh, y'all, it's so moist.
Man,
Got a lot going on in there.
you got nuts and everything else.
That's pecans.
Oh, do you mention to the people of nuts in here that may have nut allergens?
Nut allergens.
Or
Nut allergies?
Yeah, nut allergy.
What?
To
They see the ingredients. They know not to eat it.
just
if it
saying,
has
just remind them,
nuts.
in case.
So he's saying if you guys have nut allergies, you can't eat this. Find time to mention that about 6 cakes with pecans later. Carrot cake, y'all. It's still
It's
warm.
like real carrots in this.
Oh, it has pineapples in it too. Move over a little bit to the right, babe. Why am I looking so dark? Because this time has changed. Baby, flip this. Let me see it. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Okay. Let's try this again. I think that is a little bit better since I turned on the light. Are you looking, babe? You're too busy to eat. And how? It has pineapples, roasted carrots, and toasted pecans.
Like real carrots?
I actually had to grate them. What you mean like real carrots? There's a lot going on. Some people like it with coconut and raisins. But you know, I'm not a coconut fan, so since I wanted some of that, I didn't do coconut. Some people may not like pineapple, but again, you know, fix it however you like, whatever you want in there. Some people may want walnuts in there. It's just, you can't talk. You too busy eating. You guys,
I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, see, I'm gonna need another piece to figure it out.
To figure it
I
out.
think I can figure it out now.
Do you have icing on your forehead?
Probably.
Oh, well, thank you guys. We appreciate you all so much. So much. I think I'm getting ready to bake another one, like right now. I think so, cause I'm trying to make sure y'all taken care of this week, because next week is The week of Thanksgiving.
And I'm going to be baking the cakes.
No, but I'm going to be preparing for Thanksgiving and have some other baking and cooking to do without recording. So I'm just trying to make sure you guys are taken care of. Okay, baby, you good? Mm-hmm. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not already done so. Turn on that notification bell. You know, you turn on that notification, it looks like it's shaking. Shake some.
That's what we're saying.
Shake some. Okay?
Hit the nosy.
Hit that nosy. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.